Today we are going to be talking about the Bose QuietComfort Ultra earphones. These headphones are overall phenomenal, but I'm actually going to be returning them. And I don't like creating YouTube videos surrounding returned products. It just feels icky to me. I'd much rather just talk about my Samsung Buds 2 Pros. Galaxy Buds 2 Pros, which I have absolutely loved the entire time that I've had them until recently they start disconnecting from my phone for random reasons, which kind of is a little bit of foreshadowing on the Bose QuietComfort Ultra earphones. But before we jump in, I want to hit on all of the things I loved about these headphones. One, the comfort is supreme. I wore these to the gym, I wore these around the house, I wore these while I was sleeping, and you know what? They're comfy. They didn't feel super heavy in my ears. The fit's good, comfortable. I enjoyed them. Pair that with the fact that it doesn't have the little Q-tip looking thing sticking out at the end of it. Instead, it's a little bit thicker on the, I'll show you here so that you can see what I'm talking about. But it's a little thicker, and I actually really appreciated that. I don't like the little stems sticking out of your ears, and these decided to deviate from the new popular design popularized by our good friends at Apple. Additionally, the sound quality, which is why we all get earbuds in the first place. I'm assuming to listen to music, maybe podcasts, maybe some other things, maybe to take phone calls, although I really don't care about taking phone calls on these, so you're not going to get that perspective from me. I apologize. The sound quality was really good, and with the sound quality, I love the active noise cancellation. The active noise cancellation is great because it's programmable. It's not just the fact that you can turn it on and turn it off by holding, but if you actually press and hold on the headphones, it'll toggle through the different active noise cancellation modes that you've programmed within the app. That is pretty cool. That means when I'm at the gym and I don't want to listen to anybody, I can cycle through and go to my gym setting and have it completely turned all the way up. If I want to be at home, focusing but not too focused, I can turn it a little bit down. I don't have to be completely locked in with the specific levels of active noise cancellation, and I really like that. These also can be used independently, which is an absolute must for me. If you are creating an earphone and it can't be used independently, what are you doing? I don't typically listen with two earphones in. If I'm going through things throughout the day, I'm going to listen with either my right ear or my left ear so that I can be tuned into my surroundings. If I need to completely lock in, then both earphones are going in. I've said the sound quality is great. I said the form is great. I've said the overall function is great and the active noise cancellation is great. So Dakota, why are you returning these? I thought that I was going to keep these, and these were actually going to be the first headphone of probably 5 or 6 headphones that I bought and didn't return because the quality was so good. But there's one fatal flaw that I couldn't get over. And it's that within a couple of days of having these, and we're going to preface with fully updated and connected to my phone for 2 days with no issues, all of a sudden, the headphones decided that they were going to continually disconnect from my phone. And not only would they disconnect, it wasn't like a brief disconnection where I was sitting there, my music paused for a second, but it's back up, we're going. No, it would disconnect, and then I'd have to toggle off the Bluetooth settings on my phone to try to reconnect, and then I'd have to put the headphones in the case and try to get them to reconnect, and then I'd have to go through and do all of this additional troubleshooting that would take me like 5 minutes sometimes, where it was just really disappointing. And for me, if I'm buying a set of headphones, my underlying assumption is that it's going to work flawlessly. It should seamlessly connect to my devices without issue ever. I think that should be prioritized over sound quality, which may sound a little bit controversial, but hear me out. If you are buying wireless headphones, the underlying expectation with wireless headphones, aside from the fact that you're going to be able to have great sounding music coming into your ears at over a $200 price point, is that you are actually connected to your phone so that you can listen to anything. I think that significantly should take precedence over anything within the device. And if this is an ongoing issue that users have to troubleshoot, that is a problem. Now, I don't know if I've just been getting some faulty products lately, or if I'm just technologically incompetent and don't know how to use things, but I've been having a lot of issues with various products, and that one for me is a huge deal breaker. We should always be sure that our products are shipping with a baseline level of quality that every user is going to be expecting, and that just, I can't have a set of headphones that I love that's constantly causing me issues. They disconnected while I was walking on the treadmill. They've disconnected while I was at the gym numerous times. There was slight Bluetooth interference when I was like 5 feet away from my phone. That to me is a deal breaker. If that was not an issue at all, if I never had to deal with that, then I would keep these in a heartbeat. I would happily replace my Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro with these headphones, with these earphones, I should say. But I am unwilling to troubleshoot my headphones on a weekly basis. That to me is stupid. The other very, very small thing, there are two. The first is that the panel on the slightly wider thingy, technical term, look it up in the dictionary, thingy, it's too sensitive. I would say it's better on these to err on the side of lack of sensitivity, because there are going to be times where you need to make slight adjustments to the headphone, regardless of what earphone, earpod, whatever you want to call them, you're using. And so I'll go like this. Like if I'm doing something at the gym, if I'm doing some tricep push downs, I don't like that motion. We're just gonna. If I'm doing some curls or something and I needed to make a quick adjustment, I might push my headphone in with my ear. It quickly resets the earphone within my ear canal. I didn't take anatomy in high school, so, we're just gonna loosely say it's reset within my ear, but then it pauses my music. That's kind of irritating. If there's a way for them to either A, ensure that it can only be done with your finger, or B, just ways to control the sensitivity of the touch controls, I think that would be fantastic. My last qualm with the device is that somehow the Buds 2 Pro, the Buds 3 Pro, the AirPods, all of their cases feel a lot more premium than the Bose QuietComfort Ultra earphones do. If you're going to be charging one of the more premium prices on the market, you should make sure that every component feels high quality, and that case just doesn't feel as high quality to me. It also felt like it was going to be easy to scuff, which to me typically doesn't matter, but it's something to be aware of. I had gotten the 60 Years of Sound edition, which was more of a champagne color. I loved the color, by the way, great job there. But again, the quality of the case did not feel super premium to me. With all that said, I'm curious, who else had this experience? Please drop that in the comments below so I know I'm not the only one that had this issue. If so, I may need to look into how to be more technologically competent, because that is a bit of a problem for someone that likes to review products. Additionally, I'd love to hear your experience with these earphones overall, and if there is another set of earphones that you think I should test out. I'm gonna give a disclaimer there. It has to be a set of earphones that I can wear at the gym, please. I want something that is a little bit sweat-proof. I don't go crazy. I just want to work on these guns, but I'd love a nice set of headphones to replace these. And I really don't like the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.